Not that long of a break, but how'd it go?
Oh, it was great. Guys got after each other. Obviously, try to run out whatever you got in you. I think we had a really good practice there.
What would you like to see the All-Star break longer?
I don't know. I think there's. You definitely don't want it to be too long. I mean, I think what we had. When was our last game? Friday? Wednesday? Thursday? Wednesday? What's today? Tuesday? I mean, I think that's long enough. Yeah. Obviously, if you're an All-Star, like you don't get much of a break, but for everybody else, you had a great time.
Yeah, and having experienced it last year, I know there's so much competition or so much conversation right now about the level of competition in that game. I was just curious where you kind of land on that. Do you have any thoughts on just what this game might look like in the future?
I just saw a score. I saw it was 200 to like 190 something, or 180 something. I don't know. I don't really have an answer for that.
Yeah.
How do you feel starting the second half?
I feel great. I feel confident. Obviously, the last game that we played, I think we did a great job on the defensive side of the ball. So continue to focus in on that, obviously, and control the things that we can control. And that's being a better team defensively, especially guarding the three-point line. Obviously, we don't give up a lot of threes, but teams shooting almost 40% against us, and that's like unheard of. So we have to be better in that aspect. And if we can be, we can be a really good team.
Talk about that one-man scoring run that you went on, scoring those last 10 points in that game. Is this a little sample we're going to see going forward?
I'm trying to be aggressive. Obviously, some of those baskets, like HB sets a double screen on AG and Michael. I got downhill once. Domas sets a court top screen on Jokic. Like, I'm not the only. Obviously, I get a steal and go down and jumper, but when I'm getting baskets, like it's not just me doing that. It's those little things that are happening that give me the space to get downhill and then just try to be able to finish the play. So, I want to continue to be aggressive, and obviously my teammates continue to help me.
The mid-range stuff, like, you had that bread and butter jumper, free throw extended. Is it because of your ability to shoot the three these days? Is it that kind of few and far between from moments that?
I haven't shot as many, but obviously you want to continue to be efficient from all areas of the game. So as far as efficiency goes, I just have to be able to go up there and make the shot. Like, that has nothing to do with anything else besides just missing. So I still have the confidence, but for me. Obviously, I need to just make the shot. There's nothing more to it, really.
De'Aaron, going into the break, we saw you have some shoulder issues, getting hit quite a few times this year. And not only that, but just the mental aspect as well. How much did you need both the mental and the physical break away from everything?
I definitely just need a couple days away. Obviously, with the issue that I have, like 5 days isn't going to solve it. But you definitely need that type of break in the middle of the season. Obviously, that's why the NBA always has it. And, obviously, it's not super long, and you don't want it to be super long because you don't want to get out of a groove that you've had. Obviously, when I play almost 36 minutes a game, you're in the best shape that you're going to be in. So you don't want to sit down for too long, and obviously working out, like, it's not the same as playing a game. So you want to try to obviously get that rest, but try to stay in as much rhythm as you can.
Is that a tear? I'm sorry, James.
A tear on my shoulder?
Yeah.
No, I don't know if we got an MRI. I don't think we ever got an MRI on it, but it was never serious enough for me to do that.
Something with the labrum, though?
I have no idea. Okay. Nope. I know what a labrum is because I've heard people tear their labrum, but I know it's not that.
Rashawn Holmes. Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, you popped off for 70 points over the last 2 games. Do you feel like you found yourself a little bit in those games, and is that going to carry over, hopefully?
Obviously, of course, I want to carry it over, but like I said, for me, it's just trying to be efficient in what I'm doing, and I want to do that to try to help my team win games. Continue to be better on the defensive side of the ball for me personally and as a team. I think we're like 18th in the league defensive rating, and teams shooting 40% from three against us, and I think they said if we were league average, which is around 36%, we would jump all the way up to 8. So we're doing some things right defensively, but we know that our Achilles heel at this point in the season has been not giving up a lot of threes, but obviously you still can't let teams shoot 40%. I think that would be the worst ever. So if we could just be league average and giving up in three-point percentage, then we could be a top 10 defensive team in the league, and who knows where we'd be as a team. So like I said, we want to continue to focus in on that, control the things that we can control, and that is getting teams off the three-point line, making them feel us, and let the chips fall where they may after that.
How do you do that? And is it something like schematically with what you guys are doing defensively that's allowing the open threes?
I mean, at times our closeouts are at times where we close out well. There are times where we're not. And like I said, we're not giving up a lot of threes, so we're doing something right. But with the team shooting 40%, obviously there has to be something that changes.
How do you look at just the remaining schedule ahead? I know you guys are so involved in the day-to-day, but
I ain't gonna lie, all I know is we play the Spurs first. I think we play
Right.
the Clippers.
Yep.
One of the first three are the Clippers. That's all I know. So
Clippers are Sunday.
are they Sunday? Isn't it like the back-to-back?
Yeah,
Are
Sunday,
they the
then
second game of the
Monday.
back-to-back?
Miami
First
on
game.
Monday.
First game. They're the first game? Oh, see. Hey, I don't look
In
too
LA.
far. I don't look too far. I didn't even know that. I don't look too far ahead, but
maybe it's
for-
more of like a competition the way the West
Yeah,
is
yeah. I
kind of lined
mean,
up.
every game matters. Obviously, there are games that we've dropped that we probably shouldn't have dropped, and that's why we're in the position that we're in right now. And then a lot of times we're going to play teams who are right there with us, and that could be a full game swing whenever you're playing those teams. So obviously, you want to take this one step at a time, one day at a time, and obviously we don't want to be in the play-in. No team wants to be in the play-in. I think that's made the league even that much more competitive. But like I said, just continue to focus on those things, continue to try to be a better defensive team, and I think that we'll be in a better position.
As you start the second half, what are you telling your teammates, especially since you've been here for so many seasons?
Oh, I mean, well, one, I was telling Kobe, it was actually me, Jordy, and Kobe, and it was like our first defensive drill today. And we were talking about like this being the first practice, coming out of the break. And I was like, well, at least we're fighting for a spot. There could be there are teams where you come in here, it's like, fuck, it's the countdown. Like, you're counting down the days so the season's over. So I'm like, at least we're not in that position. We know that we could be a good team, and we know that we're fighting for a playoff spot. So it could always be worse. Like, we've had some bad games and some bad stretches this year, but it could always be worse.
As someone who likes to tease Keegan a lot, what did you make of his outing in the Rising Stars?
Oh, I looked at Keegan, I said, Keegan, I didn't see a second of your game. So I have no idea. I don't know. He told me that. He said, I'm just glad we lost the first game.
Get out of there.
I don't know how they do it. I have no idea how they do the rise. I remember last year was what, 3 teams last year?
Four, but
Yeah, see, I don't. Yeah,
Many
they're
times.
doing a lot. They're doing a lot. I don't know.
You're obviously very bought in on defense. Is there some discussion, though, about ramping the offense back up to where you guys were a year ago?
As far as like
Just trying
Like,
to
we're-
get back there.
I mean, like, what was our? I mean, we're close to like where our offensive rating was last year, but it's like obviously every year, like the league leaders, it ticks up. So, one thing that we're really talking about offensively is our pace, our free throw rate and success rate. Obviously, we know we need to be a better free throw team, free throw shooting team, and then our offensive rebounding, because for the most part, everything else that we're doing offensively, we've been pretty good at. So, getting to the line more, making more free throws, and then just getting our pace up. And I think all of that kind of coincides with each other. When we get our pace up, obviously you're getting to the paint a lot more, which will get us to the free throw line a lot more. And then after that, it's up to us. And I think that's pretty much where we're really trying to, obviously not change things offensively, but things that we really need to focus on that end.